So fast forward to 2004. So at this point, I done got designs made and all that, right? And I done got uh, shirts done. And so before I had launched, I remember telling myself, I want this to be like some shit you would get out of Macy's. And so all of, all of the stuff that I sold, I would put the shirts didn't come uh, folded. They came on a hanger in the plastic, like those plastic that you get from the cleaners. Every shirt came with that. I had price tags with the logo on there, barcode, all of that. I got my own labels, and I was putting regular woven labels in the necks, and then I started uh, printing the labels on the inside like they doing now. This is what I was doing long time ago, but I wanted my presentation for affiliated to be like some shit about the store, right? And so at this point, I got people coming buying stuff from me, and they selling it out the trunk. But I end up going to Magic. Magic is the big trade show in Vegas where all the buyers come and get all of the they order all the upcoming season fashion there. So I ended up getting a booth there. I think that damn booth was like 10,000, close to $10,000 after all said and done. And I was supposed to have a couple dudes come with me to set up. Didn't nobody show up. Anyway, I ended up doing the show by myself. This is Magic is twice a year. It's February and it's in August. So I did the one in August. I'm in there setting up, and I remember first walking in there. Oh my goodness! I just was like, "What in the hell?" I felt completely out of place just because you got all these big brands from Ralph Lauren to what was that, Fat Farm to I think Sean John was out there then, Jordache, that Red Monkey, and all these companies got these big 2, 3 story booths like look like stores, right? And so anyway, I think it was toward the end of the first day that I'm setting up my booth, and cat walked up behind me. He said, "What's up, man?" And so I turn around, and it's Puff Daddy, or Diddy, whatever they call him now. So I said, "What's up, homie?" He was like, "Man, I've been seeing you here slaving all day by yourself." I was like, "Man, shit, ain't nobody else gonna help." So I told him, I said, "Man," I said, "Yeah, this is cool." I said, "But I feel completely out of place here." He said, "Nigga," those are his exact word. He said, "Nigga, you here?" That's what he said. He said, "Don't." He said, "Take that shit out of your mind." He said, "You here, man." He said, "A lot of people can't do this, and a lot of people don't do this." He said, "You here, man." He said, "This is a feat in itself." He said, "If you don't get a sale," he said, "which I doubt," he said, "because I like your little style here." Uh, he said, "You made it." He said, "Man," and he pulled out a card, and he wrote his cell number down. He said, "Man, you need anything, man, anything." He said, "Breathe on me." Gave me his card, man, and I was like, "Damn, cool cat." I mean, I know he in the news now with all this other shit going on, but shit, he was cool. And but just like Godfather and them told me, so I did that show. And the last day, I had already had gotten like about 10, 12 bomb and pop stores around the country, right? And so that last day, it was like the 12 Japanese dudes hit the corner. All of them big ass white t-shirts, donkey chains, Rolex presidentials on, all just all the trappings. And so uh, they had they stopped at the booth, so they had an interpreter, and the interpreter I learned he was this dude. He owned this clothing company called 110 South. Well, 110 South. Well, what 110 is the freeway that runs from one end of Southern California to the other, and that's the freeway 110. You got 110 South and 110 North. And so this dude, I forget his name, rest in peace to him, but that was his company. And I had I never met him, but I knew of his company and he knew of Affiliated as well. So uh, he he was the interpreter. And they asked me, what was my turnaround. I was like, dude, I already got inventory. I went paid a whole bunch of stuff to get made. And so I had, I don't know, I spent probably about 5,000 just on getting stuff done. And so they placed the order for 8,000. And from that point, man, them cats kept me busy. So probably every 4 to 6 weeks, they would fly back to the States and they would come and they hand me 14, 15, 16, 17,000 cash, right? And they buy up a bunch of stuff. So it wasn't just mine, but this was their little get down. Like they come 12 deep and they come and buy all kind of clothing. And they take all that shit back and take it back to Japan. And they do it like that because they was able to save on shipping costs and things like that. But this go on for a good minute. And so, like I said, I'm into all this other stuff that I was doing. I was doing my detailing. Uh, Now I got this bread coming in, and I bought my first house in 2005, May of 2005. So everything is flowing, but I'm not. My attention is really just trying to still get ahead. Get ahead. I'm still grinding, uh, and I end up getting a website. I have found another graphic designer, a local one, and so he did the website for me. I got that done. I ended up doing a commercial, and the commercial ran locally from in Southern California. I think it ran from like the Valley to San Bernardino County, and it had the the website on the bottom, Affiliated Worldwide, going. It was this commercial with me buffing and a whole bunch of clips, different people saying I'm gangster affiliated, I'm gangster affiliated, I'm gangster affiliated, gangster affiliated. Right. So that was the thing with him. And it didn't, I don't even think I got one damn sale uh, from that, you know. Now, some of the stores had told me, the local stores, I think at that time, I think I had like three in California and they was all really local. They were, they sales had kind of spiked. Cats who was coming by and they said, man, did you do a commercial? Yeah. So, but that was to the extent that that had went. And so, okay, I'm at 11 minutes, so let me pause this one and I'll catch you on the next one.